Welcome to West Michigan, a special edition of WZZM 13 News.
Hello, I'm WZZM 13 News anchor Lee Vanamy.
And I'm Juliet Dragos, and we want to be the first to welcome you to our home, the vibrant and growing community of West Michigan.
The Places Rated Almanac ranks America's most fun cities, and Grand Rapids ranks an impressive third most fun city in the country.
In this video, you will learn why Grand Rapids is such a great place to live.
Plus, we'll explore local recreation, transportation, schools, and other factors that make us proud to call West Michigan home.
We begin with a look at Grand Rapids' history.
At the heart of West Michigan is Grand Rapids. It's one of the most rapidly growing cities in the country and is Michigan's second largest city. The West Michigan area has a population of more than 1 million. Here's a look at the area's racial breakdown. Grand Rapids' past reaches back to the mid-1800s. Ottawa Indians were first to call the area home. They camped on the banks of the Grand River, for which the city is named. Fur traders soon followed. Their trading post blossomed into a village, and in 1850, the city of Grand Rapids was born. Thick pine forests made Grand Rapids ideally suited for making furniture. In fact, Grand Rapids soon became known as the furniture capital of the nation, an honor we still hold today. But the 1920s brought hard times on the furniture industry, and business worsened with the Great Depression and World War II. Tough times were felt throughout Grand Rapids as the city's industrial base declined. But soon, a new group of leaders emerged and helped guide the city to a rebirth. After years of hard work, Grand Rapids thrived with vitality and quality of life not felt before. Today, Grand Rapids shines as the heart of West Michigan. A recent index measuring wealth, income protection, job creation, and quality ranks the Grand Rapids area 4th out of the 100 largest U.S. metro areas. Residents enjoy a booming economy, year-round outdoor recreation, top-notch health care, well-run schools, and growing cultural and art scenes. And when we return, we'll take a look at West Michigan's art and cultural scenes.
But first, a fun factoid about Michigan.
There is a station that promises to make a difference in our community. A station that knows the difference between a promise made and a promise kept. There is a station that accepts responsibility by reaching out to those in need and making a difference in others' lives. There is a station that knows community service, integrity, and responsibility are important to you. There is a station where you'll feel the difference every day.
And welcome back. And now for a look at culture and arts.
The anchors of WZZM 13 News at 5:30, Kim Covington and Tracy Forner, begin our tour.
Thanks, Juliet. The Van Andel Museum Center is located in downtown Grand Rapids.
Here, hometown history takes center stage as you can see how Grand Rapids became famous as the furniture city.
And how Native Americans influenced Grand Rapids' early years.
Also housed in the museum is the Chaffee Planetarium. After an educational visit, children will enjoy taking a spin on the antique carousel.
Also downtown and overlooking the Grand River is the Gerald R. Ford Museum. Here you'll journey through the life of the former Grand Rapids resident and United States President.
Outside the downtown area, adults and children will enjoy the Living Museum of Frederick Meyer Gardens, Michigan's largest conservatory. With more than 300 plants from all over the world, this 15,000 square foot conservatory displays a 14-foot waterfall, fascinating seasonal exhibits, and a sculpture garden. Here you'll find the world's largest equine statue, one of an identical pair designed in 1482 by Leonardo da Vinci.
Sadly, though, Da Vinci died before producing a full-scale model of the horse, which he called El Cavallo. Hundreds of years later, the founder of Meyer Gardens, local entrepreneur Fred Meyer of Meyer Stores, helped fund production of the horse. 2 identical horses were made. An exact copy stands in Italy.
For a walk on the wild side, visit John Ballpark Zoo. The zoo is the second largest in Michigan and is home to more than 150 species.
Then delight your eyes and let your spirit soar at the Grand Rapids Art Museum. Home to a permanent collection including works from local artists, the museum also hosts traveling art exhibits several times a year. Children will enjoy the museum's special hands-on gallery.
Grand Rapids is also home to many other unique galleries like the Urban Institute for Contemporary Art, or UICA. You can find work by Michigan artists here and at other artist cooperatives and studios.
Next, add a little drama to your life. You'll think you're in the Big Apple when you see shows at DeVos Hall, Civic, Circle, and the Park or Spectrum Theaters. Or spend a night at the Grand Rapids Symphony.
As you can see, culture and arts thrive in West Michigan.
But suppose you prefer the great outdoors.
No matter what the weather, you can enjoy outdoor activities year-round in West Michigan.
And who knows the outdoors better than WZZM 13 on-target meteorologist Bill Steffen?
You said it, Lee and Juliet. Michigan has 4 distinct seasons, each one suited for outdoor fun. But there's one activity that you can do in any season, and that's fishing. I'm here along the Grand River at the downtown fish ladder. It's a popular attraction for newcomers and longtime residents alike. The ladder helps steelhead and salmon head upstream to spawn. It's a popular place for local fishermen, but it's not the only hot spot. With more than 11,000 inland lakes and greater than 36,000 miles of rivers and streams, fishermen have plenty of locations to choose from. If you'd like more detailed information, pick up a Michigan fishing guide anywhere licenses are sold. While you can fish year-round, every season has its sport in West Michigan. In the spring and summertime, the lake shore is the place to be. A half-hour drive from Grand Rapids takes you to beautiful Lake Michigan. Here you can fish, boat, swim, or just relax by the water. There are several nearby beaches your family will enjoy. Ottawa County's Grand Haven and Hollands Beach and Kirk Park are among the most popular. Snow bunnies will feel right at home with West Michigan's many downhill and cross-country skiing venues. Cannonsburg is a popular slope located in nearby Belmont. Or if you're feeling more adventuresome, try snowshoeing on the trails in Holland and Grand Haven, or dog sled and tube at Rothbury's Double J Ranch.
Thanks, Bill. Now, to take advantage of all those outdoor activities, you need to know how to get around.
And when we return, we'll take a look at local geography and transportation options.
There is a station with heart and soul. A station where the cameras always search for the human side of the story. There is a station whose stories you feel. Stories with people and emotion. There is a station that listens to you and responds. There is a station where you'll feel the difference every day.
Bill Steffen showed you some of the fun outdoor activities in West Michigan.
Now we'll help you get there. It's easy. When traveling in town, you'll notice that most addresses in Greater Grand Rapids are designated with Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, and Southwest. Division Avenue and Fulton Street divide the quadrants. You'll find that many highways and interstates link Grand Rapids to neighboring towns and cities. US 131 enters Michigan from the south in Indiana, then intersects I-96 in Grand Rapids. Cadillac and Traverse City can be reached by continuing north on US 131. Detroit can be reached in just under 3 hours by traveling east on I-96. I-196 originates in Grand Rapids and connects with I-94 to Chicago. The drive to Chicago takes about 3 hours. Grand Rapids also boasts many road travel alternatives. The Grand Rapids Area Transit Authority, or GRATA, provides bus service downtown and in the suburbs of Kentwood, Wyoming, and Granville. Amtrak trains and Greyhound buses link Grand Rapids with cities nationwide. From the air, a dozen passenger airlines connect you directly to 12 major U.S. cities. Record passenger numbers and a growing number of daily flights were the impetus for a recent $50 million renovation. The newly remodeled airport features a canopy over the main entrance, more ticket counters, new specialty shops, and other amenities to make your travel more enjoyable.
Now that you know how to get around, let's take a look at where to live. Grand Rapids is located in Kent County. Here you'll find 9 cities, 21 townships, and 9 villages. Homes in Grand Rapids and surrounding cities vary in cost from an average of $71,000 in Greater Grand Rapids to an average cost of more than $175,000 in Cascade and East Grand Rapids. If an apartment suits the needs better for your family, you can expect an average cost for a two-bedroom apartment to range from between $500 to $775. A studio apartment usually runs between $350 to $450. To help make your apartment search easier, you can contact Relcon Apartment Finders at 940-0141. If you prefer living by water, you don't have to move to Lake Michigan. There are many beautiful, smaller lakes in the Grand Rapids area. Reeves Lake in East Grand Rapids is very popular. So are Kent County's Thornapple and Rogue Rivers.
Well, where you live affects the schools that your children will attend.
When we return, we will showcase the quality education options here in West Michigan.
More and more of you are noticing the difference and choosing to watch WZZM 13 News. We are committed to serving the community we share. That's why we stand behind programs like Friends for Life.
Join Terry and me on the 13th of every month. Remind your friend for life to do a breast self-exam.
We support breast cancer research and treatment with Race for the Cure. Thank you for noticing the difference at WZZM 13 News and making us West Michigan's #1 choice.
Quality education is key to parents when choosing a community in which to live, and West Michigan won't disappoint with many traditional and contemporary schools to choose from. There are more than 30 public school districts in the Grand Rapids area. Many of these schools have been nationally recognized for their academic excellence. East Grand Rapids High School was one of 13 schools in the country recognized as a new American high school for its high academic level and college prep programs. Explorer Elementary in Kentwood won the National Blue Ribbon Award of Excellence. The community is dedicated to keeping local schools at the top. If your child has special needs, Lincoln School offers a superb program for students with severe and profound disabilities. The school has 3 campuses and accepts students up to the age of 26. You'll also find dozens of charter schools in the West Michigan area. These schools operate independently of public schools. They differ from public schools in their freedom to focus on themes or teaching styles. Charter schools can be found in the city of Grand Rapids, Holland, Cedar Springs, Byron Center, Belding, Wyoming, Greenville, Walker, Spring Lake, and Grand Haven. All Michigan students are eligible to attend charter schools. The Grand Rapids area also has numerous private and parochial schools. More than 18,000 local students attend private school. If your interest is higher education, West Michigan has many options for students of all ages and levels. Grand Valley State University is the fastest growing college in the state with more than 16,000 students. The school ranks 3rd in student test scores in all of Michigan. GVSU has 3 campuses: Allendale, Grand Rapids, and Holland. A new $50 million academic building on the Grand Rapids campus keeps GVSU at the forefront of quality education. And Grand Rapids Community College was rated Best Community College in Michigan, and it serves as a feeder school to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. And WZZM 13 News brings you up-to-the-minute school closings in a format that's easy for you to use.
Listen for announcements and watch the bottom of your screen. School closings will appear in alphabetical order right here, along with our working weather bar.
And for the latest information about issues and changes in local education, watch for education reports on WZZM 13 News.
Quality education and top-notch health care add to the appeal of West Michigan. Grand Rapids health care services are among the nation's best. In fact, medical breakthroughs of the future may happen in West Michigan. That's thanks to the Van Andel Institute, a new research facility that will employ premier scientists to find cures and treatments for diseases from cancer to Alzheimer's. For everyday health care, hospitals, research centers, and neighborhood clinics provide accessible, affordable health care. In fact, local health insurance rates and medical expenses are below the national average. Should your family require a visit to the hospital, there are several trauma, specialty, and full-service centers to choose from. Spectrum Health has 2 large-scale hospitals, the downtown campus located on Michigan Street and the East Campus on Wealthy Street. Spectrum offers the area's widest variety of care with services such as neighborhood health clinics, employee assistance programs, and disease and illness prevention and treatment centers. Other large-scale hospitals in the area include St. Mary's in downtown Grand Rapids and Metropolitan on Boston Street on the southeast side of Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids also has other specialty hospitals such as Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services, Forest View Psychiatric Hospital, Mary Free Bed Hospital and Rehabilitation, Kent Community Health, and DeVos Children's Hospital. For information on breakthroughs and changes in healthcare, watch WZZM 13's Family First Health Reports weeknights at 5:30.
Well, you've seen how recreation, education, and healthcare add to Grand Rapids' high quality of life. Next, you'll see why West Michigan is also a great place to work. Fortune magazine recently ranked America's top cities for business. We're proud to say Grand Rapids made the list at an impressive number 10. And with a record low unemployment rate, jobs aren't hard to find. 19 of the 20 recognized manufacturing industries are represented here. Grand Rapids' economy is diverse, with manufacturing accounting for about 28%, retail about 18%, and service industries about 25%. The West Michigan area is also home to an increasing number of internet-related and technical businesses. Many national and international companies know West Michigan is a great place to live and work. Giants like Meyer, Amway, Steelcase, Gerber, Herman Miller, Keebler, Bissell, Hayworth, and Wolverine all operate out of West Michigan. So, we're famous for business, but what else, you ask?
Well, Lee and I aren't the only ones to call West Michigan home. Like many big cities, Grand Rapids is excited to have its own list of famous residents. Former President Gerald R. Ford spent his childhood days here in East Grand Rapids. Loyal to his hometown, the former president often stops in for various speaking engagements and city celebrations. Astronaut Roger Chaffee and race car driver Johnny Benson grew up right here in West Michigan as well. Television stars like Tim Allen and Gillian Anderson from The X-Files spent many of their formative years in this area. Plus, Grand Rapids is taking over the radio airwaves as Grand Rapids' own alternative rock band, The Verve Pipe, makes it big. And it's great to see so many successful people came from West Michigan.
It really is. And when we return, we'll take a look at something else West Michigan is famous for, our rapidly changing weather.
More and more of you are choosing to watch WZZM 13 News. We handle the news differently here. We bring you a newscast that's family-friendly.
We want to warn you up front, this story contains some information that may make some people feel uncomfortable.
Family-friendly means we warn you up front when news may be disturbing for you or your children to watch. Thank you for noticing the difference at WZZM 13 News and for making us West Michigan's #1 choice for local news.
As a rapidly growing city, Grand Rapids provides a diverse mixture of religions to accommodate your needs.
Our 5:30 News anchor Kim Covington has more.
The majority of West Michigan churchgoers are Protestant. Catholics make up more than a third of worshipers. Mainline Protestants, such as Baptists and Methodists, make up around 20%. And Christian Reformed worshipers make up just under 20%. The Christian Reformed Church is based right here in Grand Rapids. But while Catholics and Protestants make up the majority of the city's churchgoers, people looking to worship with other religions can find a home for their beliefs as well. With an increasing number of Muslims moving into the area, Grand Rapids has a large Islamic center and mosque serving this community. Along with the Muslim population, 3 Jewish synagogues are found here. A few rapidly growing non-denominational churches, such as Calvary and Daybreak, are another addition to the mix of religions that make up our community. We welcome you to visit the city's captivating architecture of some of the old Catholic, Methodist, and Christian Reformed churches that line the downtown streets.
But churches aren't the only organizations that serve our community.
That's right. Grand Rapids residents have a history of giving back to the community that gave them so much.
When in Grand Rapids, you may notice several buildings that bear the DeVos and Van Andel names. They built Amway into an international business based in West Michigan.
The Fry Foundation supports programs ranging from the arts to the environment.
And the Grand Rapids Foundation supports many programs, including health services and education.
WZZM 13 also wants to make a difference in our community. That's why we're committed to several annual projects, like Toys for Tots. With the help of our viewers, we often collect more than 50,000 toys for children right here in West Michigan.
WZZM 13 News also supports Friends for Life, our breast cancer awareness program. We encourage women to call a friend on the 13th of every month and remind each other to do a breast self-exam. WZZM 13 is also the place to turn for festivals and fun.
It seems there's always something to do or celebrate in West Michigan. 5:30 News anchors Kim Covington and Tracy Forner have more.
We know you can't attend every festival, but you can still share the fun with WZZM 13 News live on the road.
Our on-the-road shows are very popular with our viewers. We pack up our entire news crew and broadcast live at festivals and events around West Michigan.
One of the largest international festivals is the annual Tulip Time in Holland. Every year, WZZM 13 News broadcasts our 5:30 news live from the festival. We show you the big Tulip Time parade, the Klompen dancers, and much more.
Here's an events calendar of some of the most popular annual festivals.
And nothing adds to a fun festival like great weather.
With a look at what you can expect from Michigan skies, here's 13 on-target meteorologist Bill Steffen.
Well, Lee, there's a famous saying here in West Michigan, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes and it'll change. Grand Rapids is no stranger to extremes and frequent weather changes, but the folks here in West Michigan enjoy all 4 seasons to their full potential. Now, we owe much of this area's varied weather to what we call the lake effect. We live in an area where there are prevailing westerly breezes, and as that west wind crosses Lake Michigan, it can either warm or cool the air. In summertime, hot air from Wisconsin crosses the lake, cools off. We get some natural air conditioning. In wintertime, just the opposite happens. Colder air comes across Lake Michigan, picks up some warmth and also some moisture, and that produces our famous lake effect snow. About half of the snow that falls here in Grand Rapids is courtesy of Lake Michigan. Now, the average annual temperature in Grand Rapids is about 47 degrees. You can expect warm, sunshiny days during the summer, snow in the wintertime, and pleasantly cool conditions here in the spring and fall. Here's a look at the highs for each season. During January, we have an average high temperature of 29 degrees in Grand Rapids. In April, that bounces up to the upper 50s. In the middle of summer, July brings us average high temperatures in the low to mid-80s. And in October, clear, crisp Canadian air comes down to cool our temperatures down to around 60. Now, for an accurate forecast and live severe weather coverage, you can count on us here at WZZM 13 for on-target weather from the Weather Center and live right here from the on-target weather deck. Regardless of the weather, we're out here showing you what's going on across West Michigan. And we test our accuracy each and every day by rating ourselves with either a bullseye, a very close, a close, or on very rare occasion, an off-target. We call it 13 on-target weather. Just look for the target, and you know you're getting an accurate forecast.
So, Bill, how often are you on target?
Well, we keep track each and every day, and we know our forecasts are 94% accurate.
Thanks, Bill.
And when we return, a look at local sports, shopping, and nightlife.
Meet Max. He loves weather.
Max won't go to bed at night without checking the radar.
Max and his mom watch WZZM 13.
Turned on the TV, saw a great big storm.
When they needed to know if the storm was headed their way, WZZM 13 was the only station with live severe weather coverage. They wrote a letter telling us why they trust 13 on-target weather.
We were very happy you were there for us.
Consistent live severe weather coverage is the 13 on-target weather difference.
I just want to live, and I want to see my kids grow up. I think the 13th of the month is very important. I think that every woman should be doing a self-breast exam, and without you reminding me, chances are I wouldn't be alive too many more years.
On the 13th of every month, call your friend for life
and remind her to do her breast self-exam.
WZZM 13's Friends for Life, sponsored by SUSPA.
West Michigan loves sports, and we have a lot to be proud of.
That's right. Take your family to a game and cheer on our hometown heroes. Our sports anchor, Tom Helmer, has more.
Grab the kids and make room for a pork sandwich and Cracker Jack. It's time for the great American pastime, baseball.
Old Kent Park, home of the minor league's West Michigan Whitecaps, is just a few years old and already a major force in the league. Grand Rapids is proud of its top-notch Van Andel Arena. It's a facility that rivals arenas found in many larger cities. The Van Andel is home for several sports teams, like the IHL hockey team, the Grand Rapids Griffins. The arena football team, the Grand Rapids Rampage, also play here. And if basketball is your game, you'll also enjoy the CBA basketball team, the Grand Rapids Hoops. They also play at the arena. WZZM 13 Sports is the official preseason station of the Detroit Lions and the official station of Whitecaps baseball.
Watch WZZM 13 or check TV listings for game broadcasts. And nothing brings a community together like high school football.
And you won't find more complete coverage than at WZZM 13. Each fall, WZZM's 13 on Your Sidelines brings you highlights from at least 13 local high school football games every Friday night.
And everybody loves 13 on Your Sideline.
We sure do. Now, suppose you want to look good for all those games. Where do you go to shop? Well, Grand Rapids has plenty to offer. Try out the newest and largest mall, Rivertown Crossings in Grandville. Hudson's, Yonkers, JCPenney, Kohl's, and Sears anchor the more than 125 specialty stores. You might also try mainstays like Rogers on 28th Street, Woodland Mall in Kentwood, or Breton Village Mall in East Grand Rapids. If you're looking for something out of the ordinary, then head to the quaint shops of downtown Grand Rapids, Rockford, or Saugatuck. And bargain lovers are close to outlet malls like the Horizon Outlet Center in Holland or across the border in Michigan City, Indiana. And after a day of shopping, head out on the town. Grand Rapids has something for you no matter what you crave. And if no one can agree on just one place, try the multi-level restaurant and club in downtown Grand Rapids called The Bob. From seafood to steaks or wood-fired pizza, no one will leave with an empty stomach. Here you can also enjoy dancing, pool, and video game entertainment. For something different, try sangria and tapas at Sanchez, a Spanish restaurant popular for its casual and fun atmosphere. Cheers! Or go all out, all the way up to the top of the Amway Grand Plaza to Cygnus, an upscale dining experience that is sure to impress. And what a better way to end the night than with laughs at the Comedy Den, or work off that food by dancing to country, hip-hop, rock, or jazz in a number of local clubs.
As you can see, the Grand Rapids area has a lot to offer.
A thriving arts and cultural scene, year-round outdoor recreation, quality schools and healthcare, and fun shopping and nightlife.
With record low unemployment rates and thousands of new jobs being created each year, the future of West Michigan looks very bright. Welcome to our home.
And thanks for watching this special edition of WZZM 13 News.
Hi, I'm John Brown, the president of the Grand Rapids Area Chamber of Commerce. As you've learned, Grand Rapids is a world-class manufacturing center, a dynamic and successful community. We're proud of Grand Rapids, however, not only as a great place to work, but more importantly, as a great place to live and a great place to raise a family. Grand Rapids has become a destination city. I hope it becomes your destination. Welcome to Grand Rapids.
Welcome to West Michigan! Welcome! Welcome to West Michigan! Welcome to West Michigan! Welcome to West Michigan!
Welcome to West Michigan!
From all of us at WZZM 13 News,
Welcome to West Michigan.